Hey everyone, I'm back again with the final part of the War for Cybertron toys. This one is obviously War for Cybertron Bumblebee. I've been a little late with the reviews. I've got a couple on the way, another video game special edition one, and also a memory lane trip. But for now, I'm going to finish up the War for Cybertron toy line finally with Bumblebee. Bumblebee is definitely one of my favorite toys. I have this bias for Decepticon characters, so Megatron is still probably my favorite one, but if I were to choose the second one, it's a toss-up between Bumblebee and Optimus. I really like Optimus, and Bumblebee's really good too. Soundwave, as you remember, I didn't really like too much. I mean, he's an okay toy, but he's definitely the weakest of the four. Bumblebee here is very game accurate to what he was in the video game. This Cybertronian Volkswagen bug-looking guy. He rolls really well. Rolls better than Prime or any of the other ones, actually, and I really like it. He doesn't do much at all in this mode. No weapon attachment on the vehicle, no firing missile or anything. Very well detailed. Some of these energy lines, I think... Yeah, they could use some right here, and I think along the top and along this area too. But it's got most of them, so it's not too bad. For transformation, he's actually one of the more complex ones. Not quite as complex as Prime, but normally when I start off by unhooking the legs. Oh, and in his weapon storage is actually right here on the car mode, so let's just take this off for the time being. He goes on, some of the parts go on really well, so it can be a little difficult to pull them off. It feels like you're breaking it sometimes, but... There you have it, Bumblebee. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Now, I have a little bit of problem with my Bumblebee. I don't know whether or not it's affecting the other ones, well, the other toys, or if it could just be mine. But my Bumblebee has some issues with some weak hips. They flop around. So I don't know whether it's just mine. I've tried strengthening them without going through the hassle of knocking out the pins right there, but it just haven't gone around. And well, it just hasn't really worked too well. So, but here's Bumblebee. I don't have the other ones transformed to show you for scale wise, but he's actually really big. He's small in the video game, but for this one, they really upscaled him and made him, well, pretty big. He towers all over the other War for Cybertron figures, even Soundwave. And Soundwave is a little tall in his own right. He has a lot of posability, really well articulated, double jointed elbows, his head's on a ball, and he's the only one with a waist swivel. Although the kibble kind of gets in the way of the swivel, oh well, it's still really nice to have it there. He's pretty screen accurate. His form's a little big, his backpack's a little big, but you can't really get too much accuracy with the kind of designs for War for Cybertron in toy form. His hands, he's kind of has animated lockdown gimp hand syndrome, which looks meh. I'm not a fan of it. He holds his weapon, looks kinda like a plasma cannon. For his other gimmicks in this mode, he has ratcheting energon blades, which actually look like smaller versions of the melee sword that some scout models use in multiplayer. In this mode, he's once again some really good paint apps. He cheats a little bit, obviously. Here's the headlights again, and once again, like the ones in alt mode, he can use some of the red lines. Use some red lines in here. I like how the tires are part of his feet, just like in the model. Overall, this is a really good figure. He's definitely probably one of the favorite figures that I've gotten in a long time. And as far as the War for Cybertron, as I said, probably second, tying with Optimus Prime. If you're looking to collect your War for Cybertron collection, and if you don't have Bumblebee yet, get Bumblebee. He's just a great figure. That's it. Next is going to be a trip down memory lane to Armada.